What's up, guys? All right, so here we go. Little update on Riot. So, I mean, it did what we were expecting, but it went a lot higher than we were expecting here because I was expecting us to get a fall here down to this trend line here, but we actually got bought up here. We had a wick in here and got extremely rejected here, and then we couldn't even hold support here, which was pretty shitty here. So, I mean, it makes sense. I believe earnings is after hours, so we did have this sell-off here. Kind of a buy the rumor, sell the news style, right? So, you know, the one thing that I've been watching that we have to be a little bit fearful of here, and I don't really think it's going to happen, but, you know, we don't know for sure, is if this is a left shoulder, this is a head, and then this is making a right shoulder here. But, you know, the fact that this isn't all the way down, I mean, it wouldn't be the cleanest head and shoulders pattern here, but we should probably still keep this as like a potential neckline here just to be safe. So, I mean, to be honest with you, if it broke below $50 here, I wouldn't, I mean, of course we could get support here at this 48.35. So, I mean, we could say if it falls below that, we'd want to be very, very cautious. But, I mean, this is kind of that upper sloping trend line that we've been bouncing off here. And, you know, we're spending a little bit of time here right now. So, with that being said, I mean, yeah, we got to be a little bit cautious on that. I mean, if we did something like this and looked at it like that, you could look almost like it's a rising channel here. I wouldn't call it a bull flag, bear flag or anything like that personally, but I think it would have to be more straight. But with that being said, just so that we're all on the same page here, if we were to break this area here, that breakdown would actually be down to $46 here. So that's just something to keep in mind. I personally don't think that we're going to break that. I think we're just getting this correction here. You know, you can see we're only on the 45-minute here, but it looks like we're trying to get support. Oh, this is on the hourly. We're trying to get support here, but we're not really getting any bounces just yet. We did get a green TD9 flash. That's only on the 30-minute there. But, you know, we're going to have to come back up here and see if we can get above this 53.97, of course. But we did have our first touch here. So, I mean, I don't think we would just dump here with one touch. If you see over here in the same area here, we came up, we wicked into here, we got rejected hard, we came up, then we got rejected here. So that's where we're going to want to be cautious of, because if we in fact come up here, get rejected somewhere in this $54 range, then we could actually be looking at potentially coming all the way back down here before double bottoming and then running up. So that's something we really want to keep in mind there on the bearish side, right? Is if this ends up doing something like that before running. So right now I'm not too concerned just yet, as long as we don't start breaking this area here. So I'm kind of looking for that. But, you know, we did get our first you know, rejection there on the 4 hour. We got a red TD9 flash in the 4 hour, and then we kind of got this is kind of a bearish, this is a bearish candle too, with the flat top there, a hanging man. So, I mean, it's very possible that we might break this negatively, but the thing is that with Bitcoin here, I feel like if Bitcoin decides to flag out and break bullishly over this weekend, then we might actually be able to get another bounce off of here. And if so, then, you know, we could get back on top of here. But we haven't even done anything on top of here as far as this $54 level. We didn't even get any candle closes above it yet. So, I mean, do we even get an hourly above it? I mean, we got one hourly candle above it. We did get this nice volume, but then our next hourly here was a spinning top, and then we just dumped. So, if we can come back up here and start getting some closes more than just these 3 hourlies here, 4 hourly close above here, then and it's not a spinning top or something, then then we can start saying, all right, we're heading up here to break this pattern. But for now, it's just kind of like treading waters here, trying to decide what it's going to do. So I just wanted to put this quick video out so that we can all be on the same page here. You know that I entered a position at 46.50, and I added a little more around that 49.86 level, and I did actually take some profits. Half of my position I got stopped out. I did a call here, and I sold my call up at 55.78 area, even though we ran a little higher. I sold my call up in here. I think it was like, I only did one call, and I think I ended up closing it out with $300 profit, so that wasn't too bad. And I was thinking about calling, it came back down right now to the same price that I bought it at down here, and I was almost thinking about buying it, but I just said, nah, I can't do that to myself, because I'll just end up giving my luck. I'll end up giving all the games back. So I decided to wait on that, and I'll see if we start getting a 4 hourly close up here, and then I'll redo that call, even if it costs $1,000 instead of 700. But we'll see, because it'll be worth it to me. Because at that point, then it'll be a confirmation that we can at least head up higher, maybe to the $60 range or $59 range next. But I mean, I don't really think we're just going to dump here, but you never know with these markets here, and it really depends. But I feel like we would at least come and try test it one more time before we get rejected. But we'll see. We'll see. But we did expect it to come back down here to this line. So if we look at the daily here, we were talking about it following this trend line here. And I believe in my video I was talking about it coming back down to this 51.50 or so. We came down to 51.18. So I mean, if we had another day tomorrow, Monday, because it's closed tomorrow, 51.89 would be the next touch. And then if we can get a bullish candle here, that would be good. If we start breaking below that $51 range, then I'm going to start getting a little nervous. So anyway, I just wanted to put that one out there. We're getting our first candle here that's not as bullish as like this candle here was more of a bullish, like more of a hammer candle, showing like a reversal of a trend there, right? And then we ran. So, and we had the green TD9. So I mean, just so we know here, we even with this RSI here, we're rolling over there on the daily. The MACD starting to roll. So it could be trying to potentially come down here to this lower support, 48.57 or below, to my target there, like we talked about. So anyway, guys, all right, so that's it. And here's the daily that we were talking about. So the daily candle, we still look good here on the daily. We were talking about coming down here, I believe. I don't remember it. I have to rewatch the video. But we were talking about coming down to this trend line because we've been bouncing off it. So I mean, we could still do that again here and it'd be 51.85 for the next. But anyway, guys, all right, well, if the earnings end up doing well, I mean, that could turn shit around as well. So the daily still has a lot of room to run here if it wants to. But in the shorter term time frames, are we above the 20 EMA still? Where are my indicators? Boom, boom, boom. So on the 20 EMA on the 4 hour, we actually just had this little bit of a death cross here. I didn't even realize that. And we are still above it, so that's still okay as long as we maintain above that. We're still above it on the 3 hour and so on and so forth. But now we're going to have some strong resistance here at 54.50 and 55.44. So we could have a little drop here, and we could even have a fake wick down here to 49.68 roughly, or hit this 48.37, maybe buy back up into here and then continue on our run. But for now, I'm going to just watch from the sidelines a little bit and keep my other half of my shares here. And if we do come down to my target down here, if we don't turn around and run here on Monday, then I'll be buying more somewhere on this lower trend line here, whether it's $44 or that targeted move of 45 something. I forget what I said. But yeah, that's it, guys. All right, have a good one. Peace.